Good morning. This is a video regarding the faculty interviews that you will be doing for GS 300. As you begin to consider this assignment, please keep in mind that you will need to be interviewing at least 2 faculty or staff members of BSU. As you engage in these interviews, we ask that you make contact with the department or directly with the instructor to arrange those. We anticipate that your interview may last as long as 30 minutes. It may be shorter, but we're not asking you to invest more than 30 minutes per se in that interview unless it's mutually agreeable by you and the instructor. Clearly they have busy times as well. So use your discernment there in regards to time, but we do want you to be asking some questions that are going to be helpful in forming your IDP, as well as helping you to write your reflection paper. As a help to prepare for this interview, I direct you to the Course Resources link here, and you'll see that the second one is the BSU General Studies web link. Click on that. That will redirect you to the home page, and at that point you can click on Current Students, and you'll find right down below here the faculty staff interview questions. Click on this link and this will provide a sample of the kinds of questions that we would suggest that you use. Clearly you won't be using all of these questions, but this is a good start. Please don't be limited to these questions either. These are just sample questions that students have asked previously and have found useful in conducting their interview. Also, please keep in mind that the information you gather from this interview will be used during your reflection paper, and as you write that paper, you're going to be asked to keep a certain proportion of your writing within some time frames, such as when reflecting on your degree and your plan so far, we're going to ask that you constrain that to about 50% of your total paper being focused on the past, 30% focused on the present, and 20% on the future. So I'll have more assignments or more details in regards to that as we make it through the next couple of weeks. But I do want you to keep that in mind because a number of your questions here in the interviews focus themselves around past, present, and future. For example, given my educational goals I just described to you, what classes would you recommend? Now clearly you would be stating this to your instructor and you're asking them for their recommendation. These are present tense or situations that you would write about in the present tense on your reflection paper. Any minors or certificates you recommend I consider? Here are some more. What types of jobs do people with this discipline tend to get? This is something perhaps looking towards the future in your paper. So keep that in mind. Other questions, what extracurricular activities can I participate in for personal and professional experience? Again, this would be a present tense kind of question, or at least you'd be writing about this in the present tense as you write your paper. So keep that in mind as you select the questions for this assignment. Also, the interviews should be completed relatively soon, and so we ask that you begin to have the schedule these interviews with the instructors just as soon as possible. If you need help finding someone, please feel free to see me or Vicky. We can both be of help to you, but you do want to get these on the calendar because you'll need to have these completed by the time the first draft of the IDP is due. More on that as we continue later.